In the year 2000, Abercrombie and Fitch was rated #6 most popular brand in the United States, behind Levi's and Nintendo. David Abercrombie established his company in the year 1900. Ezra Fitch soon bought majority of the shares in 1904 and became co-founder. This is a $4 billion company with about 1,000 stores in 19 countries. Unfortunately, in 2009, it began its decline and reported massive drops in sales, which ended up in them laying off about 200 employees and closing down multiple stores. This was the beginning of them entering the fourth stage of the decline process. This is due to many factors internally. The CEO is one of the main reasons that this company has declined. Mike Jeffries was a person that gave the company a very negative image. He was very set in his ways. He was a slight bit older. He wanted to target the cool, good-looking crowd and outfit them. That was the mission of the company by his mindset. This negative image that he helped the company acquire also had issues with racial discrimination, religious lawsuits, and then also a lot of the employees, the lower level managers, formally complained about the hiring process because they would only hire brand-worthy employees, which would go along with his cool, good-looking crowd. A few other issues that this company had is Mike and his board of directors could never really come to terms on anything, so decisions were never really made. They never really adjusted to their environment. The customer values, the current trends, the economy, these things are all changing. The competitors are getting stronger, having better products for cheaper prices, and Abercrombie and Fitch stayed the same. Price is still high, trends still the same. Abercrombie and Fitch only carried clothing up to a size 10. The United States is one of the most obese countries in the world, so not carrying all sizes narrows your customer base, which is not wise. Forever 21 and H&M are providing a more fashionable clothing line for a cheaper price, and they aren't narrowing down their customer base by not carrying all the sizes and a big variety. To save this company, I think a few things need to take effect. After evaluating the company, first and foremost, I need to get a CEO. Without a CEO, nothing can be chosen or anything can be done. I think that the board of directors needs more people on it because there are currently 5. On average, they have between 8 and 12. So with them not being able to make decisions, I think they need to have more people to help out with that. Once they have a complete team, they need to determine what company direction they want to take. This direction needs to be simple, clear, it needs to be able to be controlled and measured. There's a lot of change that need to take effect. They need to follow the trends, they need to lower the prices, they need to carry more of a variety, and they need to carry all sizes. They also need to attract their customer base back. This needs to be a positive change. They need to make sure that this change is public to where people understand that this company is changing, and they should plaster it all over social media so people can see what things are happening within the company and offer coupons and put a mailing list out there where people get to know the gist of the change. And this change is going to need specialized employees. So I believe a new designer, or the designers need to change up the design. The marketing should be changed from having chiseled models on the posters outside and beautiful women everywhere. Not many people fit this profile, and so when people come into the store, they don't feel like they fit this image, so they're not less inclined to purchase that product. The communication within this company is very poor. It doesn't have a CEO, and the board of directors is very small. And from the high-level managers to the low-level managers, none of them are on the same page. They use a mechanistic business structure. I believe that it should move to more of an organic, which is a little bit more wide and less tall, so that everybody can be on the same page and understand what the company is trying to do. I believe letting majority have a voice in the company and take in all opinions will create a staff that feels valued, and a valued staff is less inclined to be resistant to change. And when you're implementing as much change as this company needs to do, you need to try to keep the resistance as low as possible. Now, when implementing all of these things, they need to make all the change at once after prepping the entire company with the change. Then, once the change happens, they need to be 100% committed to it and never veer off that path. They need to follow through with it and stay on it. I think there isn't really one definite solution to the problem that this company has, but I think one of the major issues with the company is that it is not willing to adapt to its external forces. Adaptability within a company is a must-have because everything else is always changing. The customers will not always like the same thing. The economy will never be strong or weak always. And I think communication is the other factor that is a must-have in a company. So if this company can influence all of these changes and be willing to adapt and keep their communication high, the salvation of this company should be no problem.